Hello everyone, it's Nudie, and today we have the latest best and worst of beauty. As you fabulous people know, this is about the products, not the people behind them. Any tip you may have with them, please cast it away because this is a channel of positive energy. Okay? Thank you. First of all, before we get too far into this, I did borrow the name best and worst of beauty from my favorite YouTuber, Cassie from Thriftic. I hope she doesn't mind that I used it, but I cannot think of a better name. So if any of you have an original name for a series like this, please comment down below. Maybe I can borrow that instead. But I love making these videos. It kind of gives me a chance to talk with y'all and go over the products that we've tested lately. Sometimes I'll include products that I didn't test on my channel, but a lot of times it's basically an overview of how I feel about the products now after using them for a while. Let's hop right into this, but before we get into the worst products, I do want to mention one of my all-time favorite products, which also happens to be today's sponsor, which is Scentbird. Now, if you happen to be on Facebook, you have probably seen my Scentbird commercial on there at least once. But I freaking love this brand. They are so supportive of me. I've had a very close relationship with them for over a year now. But as you all know, I rarely do sponsorships on this channel because it has to be a product that I really believe in. And this is one of those rare brands that cares about the product, they care about their client, they make you feel like family, and they really want you to get your money's worth. And what is this, might you ask? Well, I happen to have an answer. Scentbird is a monthly subscription service, and for less than 15 bucks a month, you can pick from over 150 authentic designer fragrances. You can cancel anytime you want, and the packaging is very travel friendly. Each fragrance comes in its own sexy little twist-off container. All of the details are always on each bottle, and you get enough to last you several pumps a day for an entire month. Oh shit, that smells good. What the fuck is that? Oh, no wonder I like it. This is Gucci. But they were kind enough to send me over their 4 favorite manly summer scents. One of which is what I just sprayed, which is Gucci Sport. And it does smell very sporty and rich. I feel like I just played tennis with the bushes. This next one is Century Sandalwood by Coswell Massey, and this smells very peppery and earthy. Oh my god, does that smell good. Here we have Robert Graham's Fortitude. Oh, damn, this makes me want to rub oil all over myself and lay down on like a shag rug. Ooh, that's sexy. Yet it kind of has like undertones of like musky incense. I really fucking love that. And finally we have About Last Night by Confession of a Rebel. Ooh, that's very sweet and kind of unisexy. It's like cucumber mixed with young Robert Redford. I like it. But you can pick a totally different scent each month. That's the fun of this, because if you're like me, you don't want to smell like the same thing all the time. With Scentbird, you can always smell different. You can always smell expensive without having to go and break the bank and spend $100+ on a single fragrance. I absolutely recommend them. I will link you to them down below. I can't thank them enough for the constant support. And let me know down in the comments below what your absolute all-time favorite fragrance is. And now onto the juicy bits of business, starting with the products that I abso-fucking-lutely hate. And I'm sure this is no surprise to absolutely anybody, but the worst products that I've tried in a really fucking long time is Crayola Beauty. I spent, how fucking much did I spend on this shit? 16 plus 29 plus 17.50 plus 14.50 plus another 30. That is well over $100 right there. Okay, maybe not well over. I think it's only like 105 or $6, but still, this is $100 of shit. First of all, I found a damn shard of broken glass or acrylic or some shit in my highlighter, which is still there. Can you see that? Like, what the hell? Not only is that dangerous as fuck, but like, where the hell did that come from? Like, the little cap is perfectly fine. It's not broken. It's just like, what the fuck? And it doesn't help that the product itself sucks ass. I also got this black crayon to use as a liner, but it is so waxy and greasy that you can't even use it without it instantly coming off. It is literally like Halloween makeup meets Dollar Tree, but priced like a fucking Yankee Candle. And the same goes for these lip crayons. In fact, one of them broke the moment I put it on my lips. Like, it's that fragile. Like, how the hell am I supposed to use that? Which is really a bummer because these shades are gorgeous on the lips, but I have so many fucking lipsticks that don't fall apart the moment it touches your lips. Can you tell I'm a little bit bitter about this? And yes, I am going to be sending these back. In fact, I have the return thing right here. But the last product that I have from this collection is the eyeshadow palette, which the packaging is actually really damn cute, but the overall product is like makeup from Claire's. And I hate the fact that you can never take these shadows out because they're pressed into the plastic like they're not in pans, which to me is just a terrible idea. Like, why would you do that? Overall, you would honestly probably get better results if you melted Crayola crayons down and used those as makeup. So that is going straight to my mailbox after this. Next up, we have a product that I'm really not that surprised it sucked. I just didn't think it would suck that bad, and that is the Hot Topic Marvel Infinity Eyeshadow Palette. I know a lot of people were like, oh, it's from Hot Topic, of course it's gonna suck, but I've actually gotten some really good makeup from like department store brands. Not that Hot Topic is a department store, but you know what I mean? This palette though, I think it was around like $16, $17, and it was kids makeup. Like, this is definitely not for like adult everyday use. And I guess the shadows aren't really that terrible. It's just so fucking cheaply made, and you can tell when eye makeup is cheap, like it's a little bit burny, it's uncomfortable, and you can't really tell if it's an STD or the makeup. But when I was applying this, it took me back to the whole face using only kids makeup challenge, and I'm not even sure that this is as good a quality as that was. I love the idea behind it, and I'm only keeping it because it is kind of pretty and it looks good up on my shelf, but otherwise I will never ever use this again. Like, I could have gotten some really good drugstore shit for 17 bucks. Last up on the list of products that I absolutely hate is the Bum Bum Cream. This is by Sol de Janeiro. I have no idea if I'm saying that correctly, but this is legit Brazilian Bum Bum Cream, and I don't think it's a bad product. It's just the fragrance of it lasts forever. It is so hard to get off. Even after you take a shower, after you take a bath, after you wash your hands, it is still there, and I don't like it. And I've heard some rave-ass reviews about this product. Like, I think the product itself is good. It's just that smell. Like, I can even smell it, and this is closed. Ugh. It's kind of like cheap incense meets tanning lotion meets coconut. I just, ugh. So this product I'm probably going to either throw away or give away. Next up, we have our meh category, which aren't products that I necessarily hate, but they're definitely not things that I love. And first on that fabulous list is the Fenty Beauty Kilowatt Foils. These overpriced little bitches, oh my god. When I got these, I was so fucking hopeful because Fenty Beauty really does have a lot of good products. They have a lot of products that aren't so good, but I was hoping these were ones that were good. And these were just such a letdown. For $34, you're basically getting two eyeshadows that are just meh. Like, they feel very, very soft and creamy and dimethicone and buttery, but otherwise, they're not special in the least. And I remember somebody saying in the comments, oh, well, this isn't an eyeshadow because it's not the same formula. Honey, I make highlighters for a fucking living. It is the same formula. And I feel bad shitting on them because I fucking adore Rihanna, but this is definitely one of those cases where you have to separate the brand and the person. Oh, fuck me with a pool noodle. These are actually more expensive than I thought. These are $36. Even more so, these are a big ass fuck no from me. Like, even if these were $26, that is way more justifiable, but almost $40 for this? Like, come the fuck on. And I've had these for what, like a month and a half now, and I have never reached for them. Like, they have totally and completely escaped my mind. I'm probably never ever going to reach for these again. I am so sorry, Queen Riri, but no. Next, and this is actually painful to say, is the Pat McGrath lip glosses. Oh my god, Pat, I love you. Please don't hate me. But these lip glosses were almost $30 a piece, and they do feel very, very good, but they do almost nothing, which is such a shame because the potential is really there. But I mean, once you compare them to all of the other Pat McGrath products, these are just so subpar. And one of my $28 lip glosses actually broke while we were testing it on this channel. They're definitely made to be layered over a lipstick, but to me, there's so many pigmented lip glosses out there that I might as well just use one of those instead of having to layer a bunch of products on. I fucking love you, Pat. You are a living legend. I will continue to always support you, but these are a huge no. Next meh product is the new ColourPop No Filter Sheer Press Powder in the shade medium, and honey, this shit is so sheer that it doesn't even show up. I love the fact that they came out with face products. Their concealer, their foundation is so good. Even their translucent setting powder is very, very good, but this is like, what the hell? And I'm so confused because it actually has really good reviews on their website, but when I tried it, it didn't do jack shit. Like, in order to get anything to show up, I have to really dig the fuck out of here, and then it shows up. But I believe the description of this on their website said you could use this alone as a foundation, but honey, you ain't gonna get any coverage with this. A sheet of plastic wrap has more coverage than this. And it really disappoints me because I just want to love the fuck out of absolutely everything ColourPop, but this just doesn't do anything. I'm not even sure why I'm keeping it, but I'm not gonna throw it away. Up next, we have a product that does kind of hurt me to put on this list, but it's definitely not like, oh my god, I love it, but it's still not fuck this, I hate it. And that is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dream Palette. I actually really like this palette, but it's so glittery, so messy, and it only turns pink. Like, no matter what color you put on, it's gonna have a pink shift to it, which isn't necessarily something that I mind. It's just, why does the entire palette have to look the exact same? And it's not like this is a cheap palette. Like, this was what, 40, 45 bucks? Which really isn't a shit ton of money, but at the same time, you're paying 45 bucks for pretty much the same thing. I use it all the time. I happen to love the pink shift that it has, so it's not like this is a waste to me. It's just not my favorite palette of theirs. Nor is the Thirsty palette my favorite Jeffree Star Cosmetics palette. Oh, this hurts so much to put in this list because we all know I love Jeffree Star, but this, it just didn't live up to my hopes. Actually, it's more like it was a step down from the Blood Sugar palette. The colors just weren't as vibrant as I wanted them to be. It's not like it's a bad palette at all. Like, the pigment is there, they're beautiful shades, but it's not super duper vibrant like I'm used to with Jeffree Star. And apparently this palette is made with new formulas, which I don't even see why they needed new formulas. Like, the old formula was so fucking good. But if I had to choose between this palette and pretty much any of his other palettes, I would probably choose those. And I do realize now that he said that you have to use these shimmers with a glue, I didn't know that, but still, I don't want to have to use a glue to use shimmers, mainly because I'm allergic to 99% of glitter glues. And the last item on the matte list, I don't think I've included in one of these before, but that is the Milk Makeup Kush Mascara. The way beauty influencers hyped this shit up even before it came out, I thought it was gonna make my pansy ass lashes look like these falsies. But no, this formula is moist and wet in all the wrong ways. It doesn't look bad on the lashes, it just doesn't do a damn thing for the lashes. Plus, this is really fucking heavy. Like, if you have to carry this in your purse all day, that's gonna weigh that damn bag down. But I was hoping that with such a unique formula, you would have a really unique spoolie. But this is honestly like the tester spoolie that you get at Sephora. It is nothing special at all. And this mascara was not cheap. Like, it was 24, 25 bucks, and it'll only last you like 6 months. Like, that is ridiculous. And there it goes back in my drawer, never to be seen again. But fortunately, I have a very long list of products that I abso-fucking-lutely love. Starting off with a product that I previously mentioned, which is ColourPop's foundation. This is my ish. I love this stuff so much, and I finally found a shade that actually matches me. The only downside that I found is that if you have any oil on your skin, this will instantly wipe off and start to crumble and kind of disintegrate, and you also have to use a shit ton of it. But the way this makes my skin look and feel for this price is so good. If your skin is kind of on the dry to normal side like mine is, then I absolutely recommend it. They have so many shades to choose from. It's only like 12 bucks, and I mean, this will last you a good bit, but you still do have to use a lot of it. I think I've worn this maybe like 3 or 4 times, and it's probably at the halfway point, if not lower. Which does, I guess, kind of make it an expensive foundation, but I still think it looks really pretty on my skin. And speaking of things that look pretty, we have Forever Luxe lashes. Holy shit, I adore these. These are pretty much the only eyelashes that I use on my channel. It's between this and like the cheap China ones, but these look so good. I was actually introduced to them because we did a sponsorship like so long ago, and after that, I've just always bought from them. And this is another brand that I have a really close relationship with. Like, they bought in some of my highlighters, and I'm always happy to buy their lashes, and I think I have a discount code for you to use. I'm not sure, I'll have to check, but if I do, I'll link it to you down below. But I'm currently wearing lashes from this brand. I don't normally wear lashes this big, but today I was feeling a little bit extra. This video is not sponsored by this brand. I legit love the shit out of this brand. They have so many different styles to choose from. These are only like 8 bucks, and they always have promo codes, and you can get a ton of wears out of these. Like, I think they only say you can get 10 to 15, but honey, I wear these for like 20 to 30. Another good product to add to your collection is at least one Jeffree Star lippy, but in this case, I'm talking about the entire Equality collection. Well, maybe not the entire collection. Like, I could definitely do without this yellow and this orange, but overall, I absolutely love this shit. I honestly can't even tell you how many times I've used this entire collection. Like, even these 2 shades that aren't necessarily made to be used on their own are perfect for highlighting the center of your lip. You can use them as eyeshadow because they blend out amazingly. This whole collection is really good. They're super comfortable on the lips. I just have way more positive things to say about this collection than I do negative. Which the same goes for Laura Lee's lippies. However, I did just notice that this is kind of leaking like an oily substance, so that's not good. I don't know if you can see that all over the tube, but what the actual fuck is that? Oh, and it's like all over the tube. What the hell? I mean, I'm still gonna use the shit out of them because I love them, but that's kind of weird. Anyways, these are very comfortable on the lips. I love the colors of them. I know they're just basic nudes, but I honestly have used at least one of these lipsticks for pretty much every look I've created on this channel since I bought these. A lot of times I'll use this lighter shade in the center of my lips and kind of dab it around, and it really adds to the look. They're definitely not the best lipsticks in the world, but I think these shades would match so many people, and they're so comfortable on the lips, so this is definitely a product that I would recommend to pretty much anybody. And lest we forget the palette to these lippies, the Nudie Patootie palette. I love this palette. I never thought I'd say that about a nude palette because this is definitely a nude palette, but I cannot stop using this. The quality is so good. It does not hurt my eyes, and I have really sensitive eyes. Like, it feels like there's nothing on my eyes. They're really creamy. They're really pigmented. They're just beautiful. I know there's really like no color in it like at all, but still for some reason I don't even mind. And last but certainly not least, I have to show a bit of love to one of my favorite fellow homos, Manny. Like I said in my review of this palette, I'm not in love with the layout of this because it does really cheapen it, and this is not a cheap palette. Like, this is very expensive. It's very well made. It's constructed magnificently, not only in packaging but with the formulas. Like, it's a good palette. Even though I do wish the colors were kind of spread out throughout the palette, I can still appreciate it because you have all the neutrals on this side and all the fun colors on this side. And I very much appreciate the fact that none of these colorful shades burnt the fuck out of my eyes as they did with a different brand, which I won't mention. But these shadows are beautiful, they're pigmented, they're creamy. I love them. Just good job. Like, you go, you damn sex kitten. But there you go. That does it for this edition of Best and Worst of Beauty. Please comment down below if you have any original names that you wouldn't mind me borrowing. Like always, please be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell down below so that you're notified anytime I upload a new video. Don't forget my newest collection of highlighters, including Black Ice, which does change from black to white, is available at thepoplux.com. Also, my latest album, Kiss of Fame, is available everywhere online that music is sold. Thank you so much to everyone who's supporting them. Comment down below, let me know what you thought of this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. You can follow me on Snapchat, Instagram and Twitter at officialnadie, and you can follow me online at thepoplux.com. Thank you so much for watching. I love you all, and I will see you again soon. Bye.